Hello, 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 hello. I hope everyone is doing fabulous today. I'm going to give this just a moment to pop up in news feeds so you guys can join me today and we'll get started shortly. Yay! Hopefully a few of you are popping on. All right, so did you guys do a lot of fun paper crafting over the weekend? I hope so. Yes? Ooh. So, all right, let's go ahead and jump in. I don't have the patience, right? That's terrible. So my name is Wendy Lee, and I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator in the US. And I'm excited that you're joining me in my Creatively Yours studio for a little paper crafting fun today. So happy Tuesday. Yay. So we like to kick off our week with a little creative activity. Yes? So what will we do today? So today I'm going to make a super cute card with the Turtle and Friends bundle. This one right here. I'm going to change it just a little bit from this sample. So this is what we're going to make today. And yeah, and I'm featuring the Pattern Party 12 by 12 Designer Series paper. It's a host party, a host party. It is a host party, right? It's a host Designer Series paper pack that's fabulous. I'll show you more about it. And then you might notice a sneak peek behind me of some projects that are being featured as part of my Turtle and Friends card class to go this month. So I think I have registration open through August 27th. All right, let's get down to business and start some crafting fun. Yes? All right, I'm going to switch the camera over. And let me fix the setting on that. Hopefully that will help that glare a little bit. All right, so again, we are featuring the Turtle Friends stamp set and coordinating punch. Now, I'm actually not using the punch today, but I wanted you to know that there is a punch that goes along with this. Let me flip it over so you can see it maybe a little bit easier without the glare. It matches up with this larger turtle. Today we're using the smaller turtle, so I'm not going to use the punch, but I wanted you to be aware because you really will want to purchase this as a bundled item and save the 10%. Or at least I would, right? Because the punch is so handy dandy. We love our punches. So, hey, Ginger, so glad you're here today. Karen, nice to see you. Kay, so glad you're here. Oh, I lost it. There we go. Yay. I'm so glad that you guys are joining me today. And I hope you enjoy this project as well. So yes, Turtle Friends Bundle. So this is in the annual catalog. So I know Celebration and the mini catalog started today. Who else is super excited about that besides me? Oh, I'm so excited about it. But because I didn't know what would be available, what wouldn't be available, what would be available, you know, sometimes with this crazy shipping stuff we've got going on, it causes us a little bit of delay in products. So I wanted to be safe and went with main catalog products. So the designer paper that I'm using with this bundle today is the Pattern Party 12 by 12 Designer Series paper. Now this is a host paper, so you can only get this if you host a party, and I'd be happy to do one with you. We could do an online party, grab your friends, we'll do it in a Facebook group. It's lots and lots of fun. Hey, Elaine, I'm so glad you're here as well today. And you can earn this for free once your party hits $150 in orders. Or you can just go all in and place $150 in personal orders and get it. So it's got to be all in one order. It can't be cumulative orders just because it's a host reward. So what's cool about this, other than the fact that it's got black and white prints on one side and just super cute colorful prints on the other side, is that not only is it beautiful, it's a double pack. 48 sheets, 12 double, 4 of each, an $18 cost using your host rewards, but it's a $30 value. And it is awesome. It's 12 by 12 pattern paper. I love it. So definitely something to consider putting on your wish list. All right. So this is the super cute project that we're going to make today. So I'm keeping it simple today. Some of the other projects that I've got in the card class, there's some simple ones, and then there's a few that are a little bit more advanced, but overall, they're just fun, happy little cards that you could send out for birthday or to let somebody that you're thinking know that they're thinking, you are thinking of them. Hello, there's a baby one in there if you want to use it as a baby. All right, so let's get started. We are going to start with our thick basic white card base. So 8.5 by 5.5. Again, after the video, I will go in and put the complete supply list so you can place your order and the cut dimensions so you can recreate the project on your own. So we're just going to run our bone folder and give us a nice good crease. Now you guys know I like to use thick white or thick vanilla when I'm using a white or vanilla card base because it's a little more comparable to our colored cardstock. So I like that the best. All right, next I'm going to pull in just this super cute dot print. So I'm keeping it black and white and then putting the pop of color in the tag there. So I could use the other side, but I'm going to just do this right here. So I've got a piece of designer series paper. I'm going to layer this on a piece of basic black. So the designer paper is 3 5/8 by 4 7/8, and the black is 3 3/4 by 5. Again, I will put those measurements in there, but just to tell you as I go. Oh, looks like my adhesive doesn't want to run, so let's pull in our trusty silicone mat, get that started again. Yay. And then we can just go ahead and layer those pieces. Now I've got a nice skinny black border around that layer. I like that appearance a lot. And then we're just going to pop this right up on the front of our card base here. So let's see, I've got some dimensionals. Oh, I'm at the end of this sheet, so we'll just snip the edges real quick. And we will use the edges. So use 100% of these fabulous dimensional sheets, no waste. I love that. Love that you can use 100% of these. So when the centers run out, just use the edges. I do it all the time, as you can see. All right, pull the backings off of these. Now, if you want to put one in the center, you can. I do sometimes I don't. We'll pull one and put it in there. All right, and we're just going to lay this right into the center. It's already off to a fabulous start, right? All right, so then I pulled in 3 different prints from the designer paper pack. So I've got this little hashy looking one, and then a black dot, or black with a white dot, and then a black and white stripe. And of course, they're fabulous prints on the other side as well, right? All the great colors. But again, I'm keeping this the black and white. So the measurements of these is this one's 7/8 by 4 1/4. This is 1 3/8 by 4 1/4, and then 1 by 4. So I made this one just a smidge shorter. There's really no rhyme or reason to it. It's just what I felt like doing, okay? So I don't want anybody to stress out. You can use any scraps. This is a great technique to use your scraps. So you could use, instead of doing the designer paper in the background, you could use an embossing folder, right? That would be really cute too. So I'm gonna lay that one down. And then let's just go ahead and put this one in. I might have put this one in first on my last one. Let me see if I can slide that under there a little bit. Yeah, I'm gonna slide that under there just a little bit, maybe. Nah, we'll put it on top, it's fine. I kind of wanted that dot on top, but that's okay. We're not gonna see it much anyway. Let's get that one up a little bit higher, and then we'll lay this one down. Don't overthink it. The less you think about this, the cuter it's gonna be in the end. And let's go maybe a little more angled with this one. No, I'm gonna go right there. It's kind of crazy looking, right? It's all right. Good deal. Next, I am going to bring in my tailor-made tag dies. I love these. It's funny because I wasn't sure I was going to order these, and I've used them so much. But I cut a white, basic white tag, second to largest, and then this time I used Magenta Madness. So in the original sample, I used Granny Apple Green, but we're going to add a little pop of pink on today's project instead of making it all green. I'll still use some green, but maybe not as much. All right, so I'm going to set the pink one aside for a moment. Slide these out of my way. I want to go ahead and do a little bit of stamping. So let's bring in our foam mat. I find that it works best for me to have a foam mat with this particular one. And because I need it for placement, I'm going to go ahead and I've got this little strip of designer series paper. So that is, let's see, what did I do that one at? 1 5/8 by 3/4 inch. Okay, so let's put a little adhesive on that. Get that one down. And this is just going to help me place my sentiment. All right, so let's pull in our sentiment first, and I'm going to bring in the Magenta black ink. There we go. I hope I'm in camera so you guys can see me. You guys been doing some fun paper crafting? I'd love to know. I have been paper crafting a lot. Lots of fun stuff in store for you guys. All right, so my sentiment's on there. So next I'm going to bring in this super cute little turtle. Gotta love a baby turtle, right? I wonder if I should stamp my bird in there first. Well, we'll find out, right? All right, and then we're going to put the bird on the turtle's back. So cute. Let's see, I can't really see, so we're going to guess. Oh, yay! I was worried I'd have a floating bird because I couldn't see, but I got on there pretty good. I'll take it anyway. All right, next, let's go ahead and fill in the little turtle shell with Granny Apple Green. So I've got this super cute little baby shell. And we'll put that right there in the center. So cute. So cute, so cute. Oh, you're still laid up, Karen? Well, hopefully you're catching up on some good movies, getting some good rest, and great ideas so that you can paper craft as soon as you're feeling better. I hope you're better soon. All right, I am taking my Granny Apple Green Stampin' Blend, and I'm using the light one first. And I'm going to just lay down some color on his little body. And I'm going to go over that just a smidge, get that a little bit darker. Now you could pull in the dark blends as well and put your shading in with the dark. I don't want quite that much contrast, so I'm just using the light. I'm going to go ahead and color in the shell too. I got that little detail of the shell a little bit low, but that's all right. I still think it's cute. A little shading just by going over it, make it a little bit darker in the bottom section there, maybe. A little bit coming out of his feet and neck. All right, I'm going to let that go. All right, so in the original sample, I colored in the little toenails with the dark Granny Apple Green, but I'm going to change that up. So we're going to make this a little girl. And she is going to have Magenta Madness toenails, right? Who needs a nice hot pink pedicure? Cute. I love it. Love it, love it, love it. And then let's go add a little bit of Wink Stella to the shell. Just a little bit of shimmer there. Ooh, that's pretty. So pretty, so pretty. All right. All right, so Kay is saying her niece asked her to make a set of note cards for her birthday, and she completed them on Saturday and mailed them to her yesterday. Awesome. I'm glad you got some stamping time in. Good, good, good. Hey, Jennifer, so glad that you're grabbing us today as well. Appreciate you joining. All right, cute, right? And super fast and easy. How fabulous is this? All right, let's move this out of the way. I'm going to go ahead and layer this on top of the pink layer. And I'm going to use some dimensional dots to pop it up, just to give it a little more extra, you know. Oh, so you guys know blends will bleed through your paper. So you definitely want to color when you're coloring blends on a layer versus flat on your card base. Unless you're going to put something on the back so you don't see it, but you definitely want to be able to cover that up. So I just want that pink peeking out a little bit. How fun is that? And then let's bring in some of our polished pink ribbon. So I know I've got Magenta Madness on my cardstock and I'm bringing in polished pink ribbon, but I actually like the appearance of this ribbon with magenta better than I do with the polished pink. I think the satin edge changes the color just a smidge. And I don't know, I just like it better. It goes well with both. You could do whatever makes you happy. We'll just color this in. Dun, dun, dun. Now you guys know you can change your ribbon colors as well. And that's what I did on the original sample. I'll tell you more about that in just a moment. It's hard for me to talk and tie a bow at the same time, I've realized. All right. Tighten those tails a little bit. I think that's pretty darn cute. So I'm going to clip those ends off. Maybe shorten this one a little bit more. Get rid of that ribbon. So cute. So stinking cute. I love it. All right, and we will pop this right here on this card front for our focal point. You can angle it as much as you want or keep it as straight as you want. You could put it down flat. If I've already got too many layers for you, if you're not a fan of all the layers, you don't have to pop up all these layers the way I'm doing it. I love all the dimension and height created. I don't mind putting an extra stamp on there when I mail it out if I need to. Oh, so, so cute. I love it. All right, let's finish this off with some fabulous rhinestones. Let's see. Got to get them out of the bag. And I'm going to put a little sprinkling of rhinestones. Let's see. Let's put one up here. We'll do it like we did on the original card, more or less. Pull in some big ones too. And then let's add a couple down here. So I like to work in odd numbers when it makes sense too. So technically, I guess that's a 2, but overall it's 5, right? So then that counts. Am I allowed to do that? I love it. Okay, so here's the original one again. So I love this little pop of pink in there with that green. So this is my girl version and my boy version. So on this one, you're thinking, Wendy, we don't have that ribbon in green. You're right, we don't. So what I did was I took the pale papaya. I keep wanting to call it pear for whatever reason. But the pale papaya, and I colored it with the blends. So that's how I got a granny apple green ribbon. So just like on this one, if you didn't feel that the polished pink was the right color for magenta and you wanted to use magenta, you could run over that ribbon with your magenta blend and make it a little bit more magenta in color. So, you know, you can always take a lighter color ribbon and add color and make it a little bit darker. So it's just a little bit fun. So I kind of have my girl and my boy version. I guess on the boy version, I could have pulled in another color, like maybe Pacific Point would have been really nice with that. But I kept it all green tones, but I think they're both a little bit fun. So again, this is a great bundle. If you don't have this one already, I highly recommend adding it to your list. Having a punch is always fabulous. Of course, I didn't use the punch today, but in the upcoming card class, I've got several cards where we're using the punch as well. So if you're interested in that, I'll put the link to the card class out there. And then again, if you are interested in getting this pattern party, let me see if I've got that sheet again. I can pull back in and show it to you. I buried it alive. What did I do with it? Oh, there it is. Again, Pattern Party Designer Series paper. This is the host paper. So with a $150 order, you could earn this for free, which is awesome. And again, it's got 48 sheets, 12 double-sided designs, which is awesome. Awesome, awesome, awesome. So I mentioned it's Celebration. You guys know about Celebration, I hope. Celebration, yes. So Celebration is when you can earn free products for every $50 that you spend. I do want to point something out to you guys. So when you're looking through the catalogs and you see this little emblem that says free with a $50 purchase, that's awesome, right? But there's also some that you can get free with a $100 purchase. So there's a level 1 and a level 2. So this is what I call level 2 and the other is level 1. So when, let's say you spent $150, which is awesome because then you could get this Pattern Party Designer Series paper free, right? Plus you would earn your spot in my Celebration, which I'll talk about in a minute. Plus you'd have 3 level 1s or a level 1 and a level 2 Celebration item. I hope that makes sense. If you guys have questions on any of that, let me know. There are some fabulous, fabulous choices in this Celebration catalog. And I mentioned my Celebration. So I've been doing this for a couple of years now, and I decided to go ahead and keep the tradition going with our second Celebration this year. And so it's an event that I hold as an appreciation to my customers. My team members also have an opportunity to earn it for free, but my customers can earn it when they spend $150 with me total during Celebration. So if you spend more, great, but you get into the event for free. once you reach $150. So that's from August 3rd through September 30th. And I send you a card class. The kit's in the mail before the event. We're going to get on a Zoom call and we're going to stamp and have some fun and play some games. There'll be prizes involved. And we're just going to have a good time together. And that's going to happen on October 30th, which is a Saturday. So, all right, great. I hope many of you will join me for that. And of course, if you've got a super long wish list, or if you're looking to hang out with some really cool people that are stampers and have a lot of fun all the time, I'd love for you to join my Diamonds team. So if you've got questions on anything, please let me know. And again, I will add the supply list, cut dimensions. You can get your orders placed. You can add it to your starter kit, whatever makes your heart happy. And if you're watching on replay, I'd love for you to subscribe to my YouTube channel. And don't forget to share it with your crafty friends if you're enjoying the projects. All right, thank you guys so much. Have a great rest of your week, and I can't wait to see you next Tuesday. All right, bye for now.